Hey guys, okay, so here's what it pretty much looks like when you install the switch, and trust me, it's solid, it's not going anywhere. Got to run it down around, trying to keep the wiring down. Over to here, we'll have to extend it. Just like before, the FETs I'll probably glue right to the top of the controller like that, so air can pass over it. I'll leave this loose until I wire it up properly, and then I'll glue that right there. Basically, we just have to get the diagram for the switch, run the wire down to here, and tap into the 12 volts. Okay, I found using an old cord, that's a 3-wire, and the green and the brown are pretty much the same color as, well, the brown and the blue, I should say. And this black will be the blue, green. But anyway, it's 3-wire anyway. That works. Just looking for some shrink tubing to go on it. That should be good enough. Let's get that set up for solder. Sorry guys, I'm just taking you through the steps here. I don't have any headgear for this new camera yet, so just going to wrap that in electrical tape. Cut this, run it through down to there, and then we'll tap in. I'll have to go on the computer and see if I can find the instructions for this switch, find out what colors are what. Okay, so here's the wiring. This is for the light always on. Be negative, positive, and then your function would be your on and off. That would go from the negative to the, no. That'd be your positive. Yeah, so negative function would be your positive, and then your positive out for the LED lights switches on. I'll have to try it out and see how it works. Okay, so I got some jumpers going here. There's your negative and there's your positive, and they're showing blue being the positive, so that goes right to the positive of your 12 volts. Brown being your negative, so that goes to negative. And then your function would be, well, mine's green, it's supposed to be black. And that will go to positive once you hit the switch. But when I put black or negative to brown, and then I'll show you on the switch without shorting anything out here. As soon as you push the switch, the light comes on, and that's basically what it looks like. And I should be getting, if we look on the meter, from, I don't know if I can do this with you, with holding you at the same time, but if I hold it positive to green and black to negative, I get 12 volts. So it's functioning the way it should be with that setup there. So now we just have to figure out how we're going to get it through the solid state relay. Okay, so I got the brown being negative to negative, I got the blue being positive to positive, and the green, which is supposed to be black, going, that is positive out when you hit the button, going to the positive on the solid state, and then I got it straight to ground on the solid state, and we get this switch, power on, hit the switch, power off. So it's doing as it should. What I have to do now is basically glue this over here and run some wires up to there and tap into past the breaker, and go off these two lines here so there's power good, so we can launch. Alright, took a little bit of wiring to get it right, but the way I want it is when you first plug the battery in, the stuff that is low amperage, like the regulator, the fans in the hub, the display, and all that stuff will come on. Anything 12 volts will fire up right away, which you'll see, including the lights front and back. I don't have to put those on a solid state relay because they draw so many amps. When you plug the battery in, it doesn't pop and destroy my Anderson. So that's pretty good. I basically got the solid state going between the battery and the controller only. So when you hit the blue switch there, that's on. And there you go. For safety too, if you have a situation where your throttle gets stuck, you can hit that switch to stop the bike. Because you don't want to be reaching behind you trying to hit a breaker to turn the bike off when you're doing 60. So that's it. All that's really left is to glue that there and glue that there, and I've already tested it for a couple of years now, and I've drawn over 80 amps with that thing, and it gets warm. That's it. That's probably the best deal I ever made, or ever picked up off of Amazon. I think I paid $20 for this solid state relay. This is SSR25DD, so it was only a 25 amp. And the first one I bought I killed, not even going down the street. Like I said, this one here, if you bridge them, put them in series, parallel, you can pretty much make a huge bank of them and run as many amps as you want through this cheesy $20 solid state relay. So all I have to do is basically just glue everything together, finishing taping and wiring up that, and we're done. That's how you install that switch. If you basically just go by the way the instructions are, brown is negative, positive is your blue, and then your function will be the positive once you hit the switch. And the resistor and all the functions for the LEDs is in the switch itself, and it's totally waterproof.